I'm Arundhati Gupta. I'm a 2021 Echidna Global Scholar here at Brookings. I grew up in Bangalore, a city in South India, in a family that had a doctor and a teacher as a parent. So I think from a really young age, I saw a service mindset in action. As a college student, I accessed mentorship very fortuitously, which helped me discover how I could connect my skills and abilities to the community around me, to my city, and be of greater service to society. And it was that mentorship that then I decided to pay forward as a young person, and I started Mentor Together, a non-profit organization in India, 2 years out of college. My research looks at the role of a virtual mentoring program in helping young women in tertiary education who come from backgrounds of low income in preparing for the workforce and in their workforce transition. India's had this puzzle of a very low and falling workforce participation rate of women, even pre-COVID. And it's been a bit of a puzzle because economic growth and the education of women have not necessarily been the equalizers that were expected to ensure that women participate in the economy or that women are empowered. What I find through my research is there's this pernicious impact of three things. One, they lack the skills that they need to be work ready and for the jobs of the future. Formal education curriculum in itself is not sufficient to help them learn these skills. Second, they lack diverse networks. Women have very small networks where they lack access to diverse role models and just job opportunities, information, things that they will need as they plan for workforce transition. And third, there's this overarching impact of India's very traditional and patriarchal social norms, where women are not seen as economic contributors and we don't champion the economic empowerment of women. What I find, and the good news, is that a virtual mentoring program was accessed by young women even during COVID, thousands of young women across India. Through those mentoring relationships, they learned a whole host of work readiness skills that they could then practice in their day-to-day lives and in the future. The mentoring network itself was very diverse, was gender balanced, had mentors from all over the country, from a range of different career backgrounds, and there was immense social capital in that network that we could tap into for young women. And what I see is then there's this potential of a very large and diverse mentoring network that champions more egalitarian and transformative social norms in how it can then influence not just families of young women, but society at large. For India's economic and social recovery from the COVID-19 pandemic, it's even more important right now that we ensure that young women can participate fully in the economy. Given the evidence that I find that a virtual mentoring program could help young women with the skills deficit, with the network gap, and with changing social norms, the issue at hand really is how can we help young women continue and ensure that the economic cost of COVID on their families doesn't mean that young women cannot access tertiary education or continue in that in the years to come. Second, how can we give them access to very high quality virtual mentoring at scale? There are 15 million young women studying in tertiary education across India. Each one of them deserves a mentor and deserves a network that really supports and champions them as economic contributors. How do we ensure this at scale so that we can stem this tide of low female participation in the economy, but also ensure an equitable recovery from the COVID-19 pandemic?